I'm your target demographic. Today we're covering the basics of something called ROBLOX. This is intended for people who don't know what this is. So if you play or you're a fan of ROBLOX, this might be a handy video to share with friends or family that could use some help understanding it. Imagine
I need
ROBLOX
help.
is a platform for many different types of games and experiences. If you were interested, you could actually create games in this platform for anyone to play. Most people
Awesome.
might just be consumers as opposed to creators, finding their favorite games to spend time with. There is a way to spend and earn real life money here, so some games or items within games might cost money, paying those creators who made it. Roblox also puts a high emphasis on your avatar, the character that
Wow.
appears in the game world as you. You can earn
So many
items and
options.
customization, but you can also spend currency to buy them. The currency in this game is called Robux and is purchased from real life money. If
Uh-huh.
someone else is playing Roblox but it's your account or your credit card attached, make sure you've looked into settings to make sure that they're not racking up charges buying the craziest of outfits. Now let's address the question, is
Yes.
Roblox for kids? That might be your first assumption, mostly due to the art style. But think of this more like Legos, something that even adults can have fun with, especially on the game creation side.
So I'm glad that he mentioned that because when people see the artwork and the style of gameplay, they immediately think that it's like a kid's game, it's for kiddies and babies and women. But no, just like Legos, grown men play with Legos, and it's because the Lego itself isn't necessarily a children's toy. It was originally marketed, I believe, to children, if I'm not mistaken. But you can use those blocks to make anything. You can make skyscrapers. You can make people. You can make your favorite character from your favorite show. Lego. The potential for Legos is limitless, and just like that, it's the same thing with Roblox. Now, I watched another video talking about I believe it was like a specific Roblox game, and I actually mentioned that I was confident that I guess the premise of the um, the Roblox game or the Roblox genre was based on a developer, making a interpretation, or excuse me, a developer using the Roblox software to make a custom game that other people can play. And it looks like I was absolutely correct. And I'm glad that now it's been confirmed that my theory was correct because I could tell from the images and the video and basically how customizable the world was that this was most likely made by a particular person and then offered to the public. So I really like that. That was a correct theory.
Roblox has spent a lot of time evolving their security and privacy settings, so there are certain games off limits to anyone under 13, for example. There are also strict chat controls, so if you're a parent, you can control who can, or if anyone can, chat with your child. Let's look at some examples of what types of games people can play. What we're seeing now is an example of a game called Jailbreak. There's a prisoner team and a police team. The prisoners are trying to evade the guards and escape the prison, while the police are trying to beat the prisoners to certain places and stop those criminals from getting out. There's a whole wide world outside the prison, so even if someone escapes, there are vehicles such as drones and cars, and you're ultimately still trying to evade the police. Another popular game right now is called Adopt Me. You can have pets that you're responsible for and have to feed, which you hatch from eggs that you have to purchase. You can also trade, so you might find that you want to trade someone for better items to eventually get better eggs or even better pets. You're doing these trades with other real people, so it teaches you negotiation skills and even courtesy skills, how to foster good relationships with other people. Now, as I was researching Roblox, there was an incredible amount of information out there about scams, so I'd be negligent if I didn't talk about the concerns. In Adopt Me, for example, you trade a lot, and you might even trade items that you paid for with real life money. And there's a lot of ways that someone can trick you or take advantage of you to get these items. You also might not have a lot of Robux to spend. So scammers love to try to get you to click on sketchy links with the promise of free Robux.
Oh
Be
wow.
incredibly wary of any links or websites promoting free Robux.
Oh,
It's
that's so
usually too
creepy.
good to be true.
That is so
Parents, make
creepy.
sure your kids know to not click
Yeah,
any links as well.
exactly.
Now, why
Don't
are
click
we
those
talking
links.
about Roblox now, when it came out
That's
in
so creepy.
2006? When the COVID 19 virus struck the world, Roblox became an incredible way for kids to interact and play with each other, so it saw a massive surge in users, with over 164 million monthly active users. In the United States, it's estimated that 3 out of 4 children between 9 and 12 are playing Roblox. With that surge, it
Wow.
means game creators are also making much more. Some creators have made close to $500,000, enough to hire entire teams of developers to create and upkeep these games. So hopefully you found this superficial overview helpful to get a grasp on what.
Wow. That is absolutely insane. See, I know COVID affected some businesses badly, but it actually created a whole new enterprise for other businesses, or excuse me, increased the fan base and financial gain of some businesses. Because I did not know that Roblox came out in 2006. That this game has been around for almost 20 years now, and it didn't become popular until 2020. So it didn't become popular until about 5 years ago, at the time of this recording. So that is absolutely insane. Wow. Wow. You know, yeah, that fact caught me off guard. I had no idea that Roblox has been around for that long. I didn't even, again, I was into like, FPSs and horror games at the time. So I probably wouldn't have been drawn to this. But yeah, I'm very surprised I didn't know it existed until very recently. Um, yeah, be careful as well. I don't want to forget about like mentioning this because I know I pointed it out during the video, but parents and kids as well, don't fall for the okie doke. Don't fall for these scams on Roblox saying that you can get free Robux, if I'm using that term correctly or that word correctly. Uh, you know, Nothing in this world is free. You can't get something for nothing. So that's an instant scam. But of course, it's going after children, going after kids. So it makes sense that they'd be a bit more gullible than a grown man or a grown woman. But I'm pretty sure that grown men and grown women have fallen for these scams at least once. That's why it keeps on coming up. When you see a scam keep on going around or keep on um, like resurrecting or being used, is because somebody's falling for it. If not, they would have moved on to a different grift or a different technique. So yeah, people are falling for this, and just the fact that people or scammers like this exist in a children's game, it was very creepy to me. Um, but yeah, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. I'm definitely gonna be sending this reaction to a lot of my friends and family who are trying to figure out what their kids are playing because again, I'm pretty sure um, a lot of my cousins and aunts and uncles who have kids or nieces and nephews or grandchildren um, that are in a certain age range, they're most likely playing this game. The statistics for this game is astronomically high in terms of the children or the child fan base, or how can I say this, the adolescent fan base, I guess that's a better descriptor. Um, I think they said 3 out of 4 children in the United States are playing Roblox or have played Roblox. That's staggering. That's absolutely staggering. But yeah, enough of my babbling, guys. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Do you think that Roblox is going to take over the world, or has it already taken over the world? Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing? Let me know. Keep it civil in the comment section. And I've been on Act Clear, and you guys have been amazing. Take care, guys.